Can I have tweaked? Oh my God, look at all these notifications. Eek. I'm here. I made it. Hey, you guys. How are you? Whew, boy. Do I need an eclipse? I'm fearing the eclipse. I'm dreading the eclipse. But wow, do we need to get some mojo going? Today, it was such a huge, important day. Stick a pin in this because some pivotal things are going to happen that may have, you know, a date of April 18th, beyond it just being, you know, tax day and the day after Easter. Let me say hi to you guys. How are you? Hi, Bonnie Douglas, Patricia, Anne Marie, and Teresa, and Paisley. Hi, Permaculture. Now, I was wondering after last night's moon if you would be on soon. So, looking forward to this. Yes, we had a full moon in Libra over the weekend. It was, oh, so pretty. And at very critical degrees. My ears, finally today, I got a clear as a bell ringing. And I had to check on that because I'm like been waiting for the ears to start ringing that something's underway. Something really big is moving along behind the scenes. Hi, you guys. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Sandra. Sophie. Snow Wolf. Linda. Pammy. Hi, Mary Hall. Cartomancy. Stacy K. I'm so happy you're here too. And Lori. And Marie. And Lena. Kate. JK. Jan. Holly Coleman. Linda. Rob D. Good to see all you guys. So, obviously we had that full moon. Like I've been telling you the last couple lives that I've been doing, I'm just trying to jump on when I can because we're in the middle of this big, nasty project we decided to get underway because we had mice in our drop ceiling of our basement. We're not done, but finally we're out of like the like scary part, like the part that I wanted done no matter what. That part is done. Everything is sealed. New insulation is in around the perimeter, and about half of the tiles are replaced. It's like we can clean up, and if we had to live like this forever, we could. Not ideal, but it's so much healthier. It already looks and feels so much better downstairs. So, like, that's what we spent Easter doing, was working on the tile. So I feel like I'm going to be able to get going here more in the groove with more regularity. It's just this thing absolutely had to be addressed today. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope that you enjoyed the full moon. Thank goodness that full moon was at late degrees, so the moon went void, of course, meaning it didn't have any more mojo, because it otherwise would have whacked us against the head. And then the moon was in Scorpio all weekend, and we have a lot of things in fixed signs Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio right now. And things still feel slow going. Things still feel very cold, like it's winter. Even though Mars now is in Pisces, and Mars tends to bring in winds from the south and warmth from the south, it's just still early in Pisces. And so the way Mars and Saturn is still behaving, like that midpoint is still in Aquarius, which is icy cold, 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 cold. I could not believe it was snowing yesterday and today, and supposedly it's going to be in the 80s this weekend. So, let's see. Yeah, Abbot, silly. Hi, Nancy Lee. Hi, Grandmere. So I wanted to tell you guys why today was so huge. I think I had tweeted earlier on the fly cryptically, today's a big day. It is a very big day. World War II. Take a last look. Whoops. United States of America, 1941, 45. Freedom from fear and want, freedom of speech and religion. I am telling you that Putin won't stop until he's stopped, and he wants the New World Order over with. There is a lot going on, but I just want to talk about some things in general. Why was today such an important day? Well, we just came off of this full moon, and that was at critical degrees. I think that was at 26 degrees Aries, okay? The Pluto return, I've been talking about this for a while, happened on February 20th, 2022. It was the rebirth of our nation. Pluto came back to where it was when we declared our independence. That chart is so incredibly significant because it's as powerful as a reset for our nation. Just as when we declared our independence, we had that birth chart of that moment, the horoscope of the United States. Well, this is literally the horoscope of the United States version 2.0. And a lot of things are changing, but it's still very early on with that change. So that full moon then, our Pluto return was at 27 degrees Capricorn. This full moon was at the 26th degree in square. So what it did was, over the weekend, was trigger a lot of stuff about this New World Order with America version 2.0. But we couldn't see what that would be exactly because it was over the weekend, a holiday weekend. But did you guys notice? Did you notice the retaliation, in my humble opinion, for the Warship going down? We have the terror attacks over the weekend. 3, was it in South Carolina, shootings? These types, and now there's unrest and there is more, I don't know if they're terror attacks, but they are attacks that seem to be in relation to what happened last week with Warship going down. It is no accident. I was kind of expecting that stuff. So this was over the weekend. Today, the sun was in 28 degrees Aries, an exact square to transit Pluto. So today was going to set off, again, America version 2.0, creating all this tension, get something done. And the way the chart is, everything is beneath the horizon. We cannot see stuff again. I know it's very frustrating. Either it's beneath the horizon or it's in lands far away. So we can't see it. Again, we're in the dark. But the other thing that happened is that Mars, the energizer, the thing that rules the season of spring, that ushers in new life, gets your warrior on, your defenses on, Mars was at 2 degrees Pisces. 2 degrees Pisces. On the day of our Pluto return, the sun was 2 degrees Pisces. So this coming off this full moon, revealing what we need to know about our scales of justice, our laws, our rights. This stuff and who we are and we're going to become, this stuff is dramatically emphasized. It is dramatically energized right now. We are going to come into a quarter moon before we get to a new moon solar eclipse. So we're the very vestiges of the last eclipse we had in November. There's not a lot of juice to get things going, get things moving. There's a lot of triggers happening underneath the surface on behalf of our nation and our nation's security and what's going on overseas. That is very active right now. It will continue to be active, and then we're going to have this new moon solar eclipse on April 30th. Fixed signs: Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. If you have planets, starting at like 10 degrees to like 20 degrees, you're going to feel it the most. And so I would like to encourage you to lay low until then. It is not worth getting your energies and exhausting yourself and pushing yourself during tenuous times, because things are getting ready to change. We're kind of incubating right now is the way that it feels to me. We're just taking a lot of notes. We're observing a lot of things. We're just going to kind of let things kind of wash away that we don't need anymore and pay attention to where we want to go. You really have to be easy on the heart. Okay. Let me check in and say hi. Hi, you guys. Hi, Joan. Hi, Equus. Yes, Linda, praying for her to remain strong. Someone needs to be strong. I hope you're strong. Okay, hi, everybody. Malcolm Nance is in the UK fighting. He is. Hi, Sharon. Oh, hi, JK, so much. Thank you so much. Linda, it snowed yesterday. Hi, hello. Okay, good. Shockwave, Abbot's going after public libraries, wants book ban on gender, etc. Bill has been drawn up to be voted upon. My goodness, Abbot is in a lot of trouble. I will tell you, the asteroids at the last lunation, at the quarter moon I didn't get to share with you, asteroid Lucifer was conjunct Abbot again, and Vladimir. Oh my gosh, I had this thing. You can't make it up. I was going to go live. I was going to share this with you. Let's see if I have it here with the asteroids. You can't make this stuff up. It was the day the boat went down. Is it in here? Please be in here. Please be in here. See, okay. Okay. You want to see something funny? I have got a lot of good odds and ends to share with you guys. But okay, so this is what happened when the Warship went down. Now we've got verification and even some video footage of it. I had to look at the asteroids in that moment. I'm like, you can't make this up. So what we had, oh my gosh. So when that happened, now this was leading up to the full moon. We had, okay, so we had asteroid Ukraine. Conjunct strong. This is at 5 degrees Cancer. This is USA Jupiter. Good fortune, good luck. And we're very close with the Ukraine. Well, then, I wrote it down somewhere else. Oh, at 6 degrees there was something, but I erased it. But at 7 degrees, asteroid doo-doo. So Ukraine's really strong. It took some action because asteroid Ping Tang, that's my asteroid for taking action. Because it was an exact trine to this asteroid Ping Tang. Like, this is the substance and this is the action. So Ukraine took really strong action with a bunch of doo-doo. Asteroid Fierce was here with Moscow. And then at 9 degrees is Hades, god of the underworld. Yes. What was before this? Oh, Prometheus. and then Enterprise. Oh, Ping Tang was up here. So this is what the asteroids were lined up. When that thing got hit and went down, we're taking action over here because of that enterprise, that criminal enterprise. Enterprise asteroid is often associated with like Trump organization, but we've got Prometheus. Prometheus here he's the one that stole, he stole fire from the gods and gave it to man so that they could have fire to make things. So it's like we have Prometheus here stealing fire. They don't have a navy. Giving it to Ukraine in a strong way, launching some doo-doo fiercely with that boat in Moscow, going to the bottom of the sea to meet Hades, god of the underworld. I am not kidding you. Those were the asteroids on that day. I almost fell over. And then, I didn't get to tell you guys this, but at the quarter moon, this is 2 weeks ago, that was at 19 Aries and 19 Cancer, and the moon was conjunct Bida. That's Biden. So whatever was happening at that quarter moon leading to the full moon, oh my gosh, he's got in Wuhan. He was so full of power just from the asteroids at the quarter moon. And that's what happened when Russia Warship GFY went and GFY'd down under the sea with SpongeBob and I forget what it was. God, we used to watch this all the time. That was very funny to me. Electrostorm, does an underworld actually could exist ruled by Pluto, Saturn? They do say sometimes hell is here on Earth. We had plenty of Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter during Donald's tenure, and it really felt like the underworld sprouted up on the surface here, and we've had to since try to turn everything over and put him back down there. Okay, so let me put this April 9th stuff away. This one is, yes. So, before I got on today, I saw that there was some breaking news. And I was like, really? Really? So there was some breaking news out of Atlanta. I don't know if you guys saw this. That the courts ruled that it's okay for citizens to challenge MTG on the ballot per the 14th Amendment, Section 3. Did you see that? So, of course, I probably would have been live earlier, except I'm like, I got to see this chart because I know I've seen a chart that I have for the 14th Amendment. And oh my gosh, again, on this very, very pivotal day, really accenting America version 2.0 and what we're doing. So I had to print this. This was the 14th Amendment back in 1868. And usually I try to guess at a time when these things happen, given the transits, the news, or when I think they might happen. And I think this is a good time. I picked 11 a.m. and you'll see why I think this kind of reinforces that time. Now, these were the transits today of when that was announced out of Atlanta. I went by the time of the tweet because there's always a timestamp. And I always feel like when the universe says, hey, look at the tweet time, they're like, I have a message for you. So that's what I went by. So where you see the yellow highlights from the 14th Amendment, these were identical matches from that tweet timestamp. And wait till you see what they are. Okay? So again, this is a horoscope. This was July 9th, 1868. And, well, I have Washington, D.C. It probably should be Philadelphia, but nonetheless, it still works. We have here Washington, D.C. If you look to the east, and when you got up that day, well, and this moment of this 14th Amendment, sun rising in the east is 2 degrees Libra. It also conjunct, that is the asteroid, is it Ping-Tang or Ping-Tong? It is Ping-Tang. It's the action because Ping-Tong is up here. The highest point of the chart where the sun was rising that day, see it's here in the 10th house, it still has about an hour to go before it hits the top. Well, that was at 2 degrees Cancer. That's conjunct USA Venus, our values. And then the sun sets, and then this is the rest of the chart. So here, on this day, asteroid Washington, as in George Washington, was at 27 degrees Libra. This is where we had our full moon the other day, 27 Libra. It is also an exact square to the transit sun today. And on this day, it is in square to Venus, which was retrograde in Cancer that day. This is why it takes so long to have those laws of our 14th Amendment respected, because number one, Venus, even though she's like exalted in Cancer, she's very strong to get stuff done, she's retrograde, she's sleepy and weak. It's really hard to defend the 14th Amendment, which has to do with your nationality, you being one's citizenship. It's hard to defend because it's sleepy and retrograde. It is also opposite USA Pluto by 1 degree. To empower this, it's sleepy and it is easily destructed, torn apart by the government. But we just had a Pluto return, thank goodness. Okay, so that is one thing that was activating this. Over here, this has to do with our communications, the way things are written up and agreed upon, the word, the reasoning, our expression. Well, we had there, fixed Scorpio, takes a long time to get things done. Saturn, obstacles and restrictions, was at 29 degrees Scorpio. 30 minutes on that day. When they won that case today in Atlanta, transit moon was 29 degrees Scorpio, 25 minutes. We are headed into eclipse. We are in eclipse season, okay? We're just 2 weeks away from the new moon solar eclipse. It's already activated, you guys. That's just the nature of things. When you're in eclipse season, everything just kind of wakes up and percolates. Now, this 14th Amendment is grounded, rooted in Washington, D.C., where she finds her balance. How she defends this 14th Amendment, one's citizenship, being on the ballot or not, if you're an insurrectioneer. Look at this. At the very bottom of this chart, the lower heaven, opposite the midheaven, is 2 degrees, 38 minutes Capricorn. We have Grant right there, as in President Ulysses S. Grant, who asked for the Congress to give him a 14th Amendment section, the Ku Klux Klan section, article, meaning because there was so much intimidation going on, threatening voters at the ballot box and lynching and all that stuff. He wanted to have federal powers from the Congress to enforce this. And that's what he did. He rounded them up and threw them in jail so people could vote. He anchors this, okay? Today, transit, Potomac, asteroid Potomac, that's the United States defenses and government. 24 Capricorn, that's the can opener eclipse. This is the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction. The United States and her defenses are way up. This is today, this pivotal day, as I was describing earlier. And Potomac is getting ready to conjunct USA natal Pluto as well as transit Pluto. So hang on, you guys, because I'm telling you, by the time we get to this new moon eclipse, USA is going to be primed to really go and defend all of our stuff very powerfully. Now, I don't know what that means. I think that's more, we're just gonna level it up. We're just gonna take it to another level, okay? How are you guys doing? Bonnie, I have faith that Elijah, John, and Ruthie are helping us. They are. They are all lined up and helping us out. So when the court said, hey, you guys, voters, it's okay to challenge MTG being on the ballot because of the 14th Amendment, the third, Section 3 or Article 3, Section 3. This is the 14th Amendment back in 1868. The yellow are the transits when that happened in this moment in time. We go over here. I love this. Transit Mars, like I said, is 2 Pisces, 58 degrees. At the time of the 14th Amendment, we had Asteroid series. This is how we nurture ourselves and one another. We take care of our fields and the earth and the hearth. It's in this 5th house, so it is activating that again. And look there's a solar eclipse point right there. We're going to hear more about this 14th Amendment stuff. You know, I'm wondering if this gives it good odds, since it's active now, to really move forward at the new moon solar eclipse. And I think this is an excellent one to add to our collective group wishes about our 14th Amendment being defended. This gets really interesting because the 14th Amendment in 1868, the moon was 10 degrees Pisces. In fact, I think Ruthie's moon was like 9, 10, 11 degrees Pisces, which is really interesting. Oh yeah, because look at Eris, F around and find out asteroid, like Ruthie, is at 11 degrees Pisces. So you guys, we're going to protect the 14th Amendment no matter what. F around and find out. We've got the moon right here. And guess who's here today? You guys can go ahead and challenge MTG because President Grant, exactly 10 degrees Pisces, conjunct that moon. This is no accident, you guys. This is big. This is huge. At the time of the 14th Amendment, we have here in the 7th house, we the people, or your opposition, in Aries. Jupiter is in Aries, like a new frontier, a new beginning, reset at 13 degrees Aries. Today, the part of fortune, think Wheel of Fortune, luck and increase, also 13 degrees, as well as transit Chiron, the wound to be healed, the wound that we're healing. This wound is getting healed, you guys. I think those insurrectioneers, they're in bad luck, very bad luck. On that day, Asteroid America, 27 degrees Aries. Today, the sun is 28 degrees Aries. Do you see how this works? Isn't this just amazing? And then on that day, Pluto is 16 degrees Taurus. It's like kind of in its fall in Taurus, because the modern ruler for it is Scorpio. Pluto, life, death, transformation. Like, this is people willing to die for their right to vote or to not let others vote because it's kind of in this house of death. But here, activating all of this stuff, we have Uranus, 13 Taurus. Like, we're going to change this here. We have changes to be made. We have Mercury here, sitting solidly at 15 degrees. Like, we need to talk about this. We're going to change some things because here are the eclipse points right here next to the most fortunate part for the 14th Amendment. You know what? I'm sorry. This, I need to put this sage out. It won't stop. It's really very strong right now. Like, I feel like I'm going to start coughing. You know what? I'm going to go put this in my bathroom. Just a second. God, it is like, it is so smoky in here. That's a new sage that I've been using, and it just really burns very quickly. Sorry about that, you guys. How are you doing? Hi, Paisley. It's awesome. Hi, T-Bar. Rob D. Fun fact, the 14th Amendment was pushed into passage by a group called the Radical Republicans. That's pretty radical. That is pretty radical. Hi, Never Again. Happy to see you. Okay, so let me pick up where we were. Again, I was just talking about the transits on the breaking news that came out today out of Atlanta, that voters got the okay to challenge MTG being on the ballot by virtue of the 14th Amendment, Section 3. So I went back and got the horoscope for the 14th Amendment and looked at the transits ahead of eclipse season. This is looking really good, you guys. And hopefully, these eclipses are going to help push this further, finally, where it needs to be. So we have that. I find it interesting. Mars, in the area of law, back in 1868, was at 5 degrees Gemini. So this is the area of law, but look, it's opposite Saturn. This is the teenager. This kind of reminds me of like Abbot being an a-hole and Don Holio and all of them. Because they don't like rules and they sabotage so many things. Well, it is in like transit Mars now is coming into a tighter square here. Activating that Mars and the law. What are you going to do about it? And so, yeah. These were basically the things that came out with it. Oh, look at this. The other thing that's coming up here, when this happened, so we have a solar eclipse point, 12 Sagittarius, but it's conjunct the asteroid Lucifer, the devil, and right now Venus is in Pisces at 14 degrees Pisces, in square to the Lucifer, like, we're not doing this. Our values here as public servants are otherwise. Stop effing around. We're not doing this anymore. Because, yeah, Eris is there in Pisces from 1868. So that made me really excited. I had to share that with you. This is the chart when that was announced. I do have another chart here of I just wanted to point this out. Because we're talking about transits today. Well, remember when Ukraine said Russia warship, go F yourself. This is the chart from then. This is active again, you guys. I know we took it down. The top of the chart on that day, 2 degrees Pisces, 50 minutes. And today, Mars is 2 Pisces, 57. So we are going to see, I think, more, I don't want to say aggression, but I think we're going to see more strong defensive postures on behalf of Ukraine, okay? Because there are a lot of things in the skies and down below. Oh, look at this. When they said, Russia worship, go F yourself, at the very bottom of the chart, 2 degrees Virgo. That is the moon for Russia. 2 degrees Virgo. It's like this is where they're grounded on a little island in the ocean. And they're saying in the skies above, going through my brain is go F yourself. And that really offended the moon of Virgo, of Russia. And so that's why they're that much more irate. Oh my God, look at this. On the ascendant, the sign in the east, when they said go F yourself, 5 degrees Cancer, that's USA Jupiter. You can't make this stuff up. It's crazy. Oh my God. And when they said that, look at that. It was an eclipse point. The moon was conjunct the solar eclipse, 12 Sag. This is the ascendant of the United States. The U.S. is really pulled in deeply with this chart. And again, we're going forwards towards a new moon solar eclipse. And this stuff has been activated. That's kind of crazy. Okay, let me check in. How are you guys doing? Nancy Lee, California is contemplating making the work week 32 hours instead of 40. I think that's awesome. Hi, Tarot Love community. Okay. Nancy, I wonder why the entire world is allowing this to happen to you. You mean Ukraine, not the UK? What? Capture some soldiers from some British soldiers in Mariupol, I saw today, and Russia's trying to negotiate something really in order to free those prisoners of war, they want to install a pro-Kremlin diplomat or politician like in the cabinet. It's this whole thing with them not being part of NATO, that any other country being on that ground, that's like an act of war. But there is something very big going on in the background. It's a little bit mesmerizing, kind of blew me away today. I know, Nancy Lee, it is awful. It is awful, terrible. Let's see. Okay. And we will get more movement with these eclipses. Did you guys happen to watch 60 Minutes at all yesterday? I totally had the third eye open, watching behavior and what was going on. So now this, again, has not gotten a lot of coverage. I still want to watch the video. Lisa Monaco and Attorney General Merrick Garland were there, and so was Chris Wray, and what was on 60 Minutes Sunday was talking about the cybersecurity, because we were able to stop a malware code in the energy companies are very vulnerable to malware installed here in the US. But a couple of weeks ago, we were able to prevent whatever was installed by their hackers from attacking us, and we were able to shut it down immediately. And I guess the history is with the Russia going into Ukraine to hack their energy systems and take down their power, is typically they will go in 6 months ahead of time, install some code, test things out, how much they can activate, and then when they decide the time is ready, then they turn the lights out. But it can be 6 months. And the thing is what they're targeting now has to do with security systems, meaning if you have an energy company and you have security systems to shut things down in case there's an emergency that maybe something will explode and kill people, what they're doing is they're installing the malware to make it not function so people will die. It's like murdering, hacking malware. And so they had 3 people. There's a woman who is in charge of cybercom strategy. There's a gentleman who's with Dragos Security and another person, but they're the total experts talking about this stuff. So as I'm watching this, and then they interview Lisa Monaco, who is in charge of 1,000 cybersecurity experts at the FBI. Now, this is Sunday that they're talking. And so she's kind of talking about their capabilities, but I'm just watching her as she speaks, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so big. And then the one guy at the very end, he was like, yeah, I think they were being asked, what kind of capabilities do we have then? And the one guy was like, we could just move Russia from the internet for several hours and see how they like it, if it'll get a message sent across. And then later in the interview, the interviewer said, is that really possible? We can do that? And he's like, oh yeah, we can totally do that. They already knew. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what did you guys do to the internet? So watching these guys, I'm like, okay, we shut something down that really surprised the rusher. Totally shut it down. It could not be activated. So that clued me in that there are other things that we are doing. There were other hackers that came out, and then the other hacking news that came out to keep your eye on is apparently Ukraine shot down one of the top jets. You know, they shot one down again, and it in a field. The parts that they were able to retrieve were still intact enough that they were able to figure out what was going on with their tech. In fact, there was so much going on that they shared it with British intelligence, and then they were like, oh, we're sending this to the USA. We're sending it to Nevada. It's that plane is in Nevada. And the articles were saying, oh, this is bad for Russia, but just wait, China's in trouble, right? So there's a lot of techie stuff going on. I think we're getting ready for like a big coordinated thing, which just kind of is mind-blowing to me. But I want to look at that. I want to look at that jet that crashed and that they were able to retrieve and what was in there, okay? How are you guys doing? Yes, awesome. Hi, Kim C. Glad to see you too. Okay, so I want to see the plane. That plane that went down. They're so mad about it. I mean, they're pissed about. They're pissed about the Warship. Now China's like freaking out. This is a plane. This is what's in the plane. Russia. What do we find out about Russia? From the... Oh, my cards want to hide. China is screaming in my head right now. They're so pissed because Putin just is such an F-up. China, what do we find out about that? China. Ooh, what do we find out? This is top secret stuff. I'm going to though, Tarot, please. This is like a red line. This is like a red line. Don't look at this. Okay. What are you hiding? Oh. What's at the phone? Whoops. Oh my gosh. Look at all those cards that just flew out. We're just going to leave that there. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. So what's crowning them? Yes. This jet has connections not only with the Russia, China, but I think this is like includes North Korea. I think it includes weapon systems. Weapon systems made Russia, China, and whoever else is making stuff. I don't know if there's Turkey, Iran, there's North Korea, there's another government. I don't know. There's someone else in this loop here. Queen of Pentacles, a nation. This is, think of dictator nations. Fighting back. Protecting their clan. This is leading edge. This is as far as it goes. This is a really well-developed intelligence that we got. So, this is the plane. The Emperor. This rules Aries. This represents Mars. It got shot down. Emperor, Top Gun. Page of Cups. This is intel. This is surveillance. This is digital. This is digital information. This is how you can trace it, how you can track it, how it can be hacked. What do we find about how they can be compromised? This is Russia, China, Putin G. They got information from this plane on how they are cooperating and collaborating. Because we got Russia did supportive nation. This is usually the United States of America, but what about the United States of America? The Queen of Swords, a nation intelligence, Five of Pentacles. I think this is about how to counter the United States in intelligence, and maybe did someone steal this information? How did they get this data? From agencies? I wonder if they found out that 7 o'clock. They have some information that they got in a secondhand way. I think they stole this. Who is this? I think a spy gave them info. I think a spy, one of our guys got caught. I think a spy got caught handing them some intelligence to include in their weapon system. And China's screaming. 10 of Swords reversed. How are we going to get out of this? Because of the relationship with Russia. But the evidence is so strong. This is a red line. Don't you dare look. 2 Swords. Don't you dare look. Don't cross that line. Because you're going to see how we make our magic. You're going to see how things were manipulated. What'd you do? The star. Weapon system. This is on that plane that was shot down. We got some really critical information on how they engage. This was a plane. A target. Okay, so this is an extra card from this deck, the anniversary edition that had extra artwork in it. I call this the Carol card because it has to do with Christmas Carol play or something. But anyway, I just call it Carol. And because these two people are talking, this is a country telling authority of a nation telling someone. So this is authorized information. Okay? Who's here telling who to do what with what they got from this? News. Instruction. Flying. So maybe it's how they communicate with the pilot in real time, how that country is using information from I think the pilot in there, and what else? There's something about this. What does their software do? The 4 Swords. What? The Queen of Wands. Oh, that's what. Oh my God. They're screwed. This is the China side. It is not supposed to be interacting with anyone. But the weapon system, the comms that are installed in that plane, the software, the 4 of Swords, not only does it go, of course, back to whoever purchased that plane, Temperance, China's got a leg in there. They are tapping into all the information they're getting in real time. The Queen of Wands, a leader of a nation. This is usually Putin. And how that I think this is, they can tell in real time Putin what to do. Who's this Queen of Wands? What's this Queen of Wands doing with this software? There's China. Yeah. Yes. Queen of Wands, Sun, Night One. In real time, I think, for entertainment purposes only, that this plane shows how China and Russia can interact in real time and give direction and action to the pilot so that they can strike. And this is like a merging of intelligence. And all these cards fell out. Oh my God. Yeah, this is the dream card. When they are implanting something into another system. Yes, my yes card. This is data from the pilot. We could have like a dream team to really bring everybody down around the world. That's what's going on. How are you guys doing? Yes, for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, and interesting, I was expecting to hear more about that Pegasus spyware. There's more of that coming out. You guys, all of the investigations, I don't care if they're in DC or New York, and everything is leveling up, expanding to something new, and these eclipses are really going to kick it because, oh my God, I didn't show this to you guys yet either. This full moon we had over Washington, D.C. has Donald in the crosshairs. Remember last time at the quarter moon? Oh, God, that was crazy. Anyway, I'm not going to go there. Where is it? Where's the full moon? Moscow. Okay, so I did the DC and the Kiev Terrascope. I was going to go live with you guys and decide which one I wanted to do with you guys next. I think we need to do Moscow and Beijing together. Oh, God, there's Trump Tower and there's Mar-a-Lago. This is messy. The full moon over Washington, D.C. This is the thing that leapt out at me the most. The top and the bottom of the chart. 2:55 p.m. on Saturday. And the eastern horizon, the sign coming over, the eastern horizon is 29 degrees Leo. This is Donald's rising sign. His ascendant, the king. The top of the chart at this full moon, we're in eclipse season, 24 degrees Taurus. That is Donald's midheaven. So, what do full moons do? They reveal. We are in a pivotal day today with where the sun and moon and Mars were for so many reasons. I did not even get to look at this yet, but here we have the astrology cards were saying, what's giving life to DC this week? The 5th house, the office of the President of the United States. Taurus, I have, where is it? This is the law. This is lands far away. I have something of substance, evidence. 9th house, I have, again, the 9th house, law, lands far away. Leo, I will. President Biden, he is no Leo limelight, I will, but when he decides, Leo, I will, he will. So, give me 4 cards. We're going to do this. 4 cards why Donald's ascendant, what's giving him life. It's on the ascendant for this full moon. And we have the Grand Cross Provoker. Someone causing problems. With the Mafia. 5 swords. President Biden, you will what? I will. And 9th house, you have what? You are the President of the United States. Spy. Is there a spy in the house? The Page of Swords? The United States of America, the Queen of Cups, is dealing with a spy. The Dream card. Oh, boy. This is like being a spy and having things whispered into your ear, and this is what you're going to do, and fight. Fight. This Five of Wands coming up again. I think there's something big going on. Okay, so anyway, why is Donald's ascendant coming up in DC? Because he's caught. He's freaking caught. He's caught. He got caught doing what? Ace of Swords. This is not only the Sword of Truth. He keeps triangulating with Russia and China down at Mar-a-Lago and attacking you. There's something going. There's something, and I'll show you what it is. But there's something going on, you guys. Noise. Broken record. Second reason. Why are you showing up in DC's? The Emperor. Now that was the plane. That was the plane. Something was set up. Something got set up. Are we walking away from? We're not walking away. We're clarifying clearer. Because it got bigger. Things broadened. This is intelligence. Intel. What'd you get? Intel. The cloud that he hides stuff behind. Fast data transfer. He's still freaking hacking away. Was this through the White House? While he was president. What is this? Our national security. Jeopardizing it. What else? The timing. Now, I feel like this is more on how he got to the White House. Another nation helped with timing for their security. He's a spy. He was told what to do. President Biden, on the other hand, is like, I'm the president. I am the rightful president. I am staying here. Again, this is Russia, China. You notice the news only talks about Russia. They don't talk about the China. What about Russia? And China. The Two of Cups reverse, the Queen of Swords reverse. I think he's working on something. They are working on something. Yes, we are working with our partners. Page of Pentacles, data, information. Going back. They have very strong data on something they're working on, and the devil. This devil keeps showing. I think we might be planting some really bad malware counter-attacking type of. It keeps showing up. It keeps showing up. I'll show you why later, but let me check in. How are you guys doing? Linda Foster with Grace. He will be, yes. Oh, there's good news. Is that good news? Yay. Tarot Love Community. Is that the tennis? Let's check in with that tennis pavilion. Melania's tennis pavilion. As if there was such... Ugh. Good memory, Tarot Love. I kind of forgot about that tennis pavilion. So as you know, Mo Flotus, the Mo Float, she had that tennis pavilion built like in the last year that they were there. Like all of a sudden, whoops, we better hurry up and build a tennis pavilion. Why? Because you play so much tennis. Nobody played tennis there, not once. I think maybe, but it kept showing up that it was some sort of, I don't know if there were antennas on it, but that tennis pavilion was operating as something not as a pavilion. It was kind of like oh boy, I am just seeing scaffolding and intel and radar and Show me. I think I might have to lift this up and write this out because I feel like this is going a million directions. Let me move my candle. Moflotus. She's such a, oh, look at that. Look at that tennis pavilion. Had that on the bottom. Let's see here. I need some writing room. So we have this pavilion. I just feel like this is, I don't know, this is like something secret down here beneath the ground. What does this do? And so this is a pavilion. Hey, we need to have this. But I just see it going for the Trumps, for the GOP, for their, you know, the people on the ground, like their donors, like their Rudy. Oh my gosh, I think something's going on with Rudy. And then these are other nation states. Who did he like? He liked the Russia. He liked the China. We'll just do the Saudi. Oh gosh. I have to do Jared and Ivanka belong somewhere on here. I like getting Jared. I'm getting Ivanka. I'm getting Nunes. And I've got McCarthy in my head. They know something about that. So suddenly they had this tennis pavilion made. And the tarot kept showing that it was more like an intel place. Okay. So we want to know. Ooh. And then we have what do they know? And what do this is like CIA, FBI. What do the good guys know? Okay, because they know. They know. What does this pavilion do? Why'd you build it? It's just like, it reminds me, it's like so toxic, like, it almost reminds me of like Chernobyl in a way that nobody is around. Like everyone is just scattered. Like they've got it cleared out because like nobody wants to have any interference going on anywhere with any type of digital activity. What's this pavilion doing? Goes out to Russia. Goes out to China. Oh, it goes to Mar-a-Lago. Whoops. It goes out to Mar-a-Lago. At the very foundation, this is the core secret. Them Trumps. The GOP. You got your donors. You got Rudy. Oh, we'll do those. This is my hacking deck. Ooh, wait a minute. Or do we want the 9/11? This is my 9/11. I use this one. Okay. That's interesting. I just happen to have that there. Okay. A card for Jared. Vodka. Nunes. And this is going out. That's the only one that gets that card. What does the CIA, FBI know about all this? This is Mar-a-Lago. Up there. And what do you, CIA, FBI, what do you got on this? Pumps. It's a lot of stuff. Ah! Hang! This is what we know about that. Our intelligence, they're hung. Hanged man. They are caught. I have disappeared ones written here. Disappeared ones being denied entry. Being stuck. The Page of Pentacles. Jihad will go on for 100 years. Cold War money. SEAL Team 6 returning back to base. Eyes on the target. So that represents kind of like eyes on the target out there doing SEAL Team 6 kind of stuff. Mercenaries for the like 6 Wands mob. Like for hire. Assholes. Excuse me, sorry. Ugh. So this is the Tennis Pavilion. We have towers. 1, ping tang, ping tong, ding and dong. Russia, China. Comms to Russia, China. The pavilion is set up so they can have an easier way to chat. Share intelligence. Knight of Swords, the Ten of Swords against their enemies here and abroad. I'm getting, like, I think they were using Pegasus. I just need to know that Pegasus spyware, the United States did not buy it. But you know how they used it behind the scenes. Can you just show me Pegasus spyware? I need to see Pegasus spyware. Show me Pegasus spyware. The Three of Pentacles. Judgments. That's what that is. Pegasus spyware. Three of Pentacles. We can eavesdrop on you. We can judge what you're doing. And then we can take action against people. So, I don't know why, but I just feel like Pegasus spyware is somehow involved with this. At the very foundation, the secret that this is all hinging on. Oh! Judgments! Hello! Tennis Pavilion is like looking like a place for Pegasus spyware. The King of Wands, a ruler of a different nation. It's either angry Putin or it's Xi. FBI intel knows. The King of Wands is going on. They're the foundation. That is why this functions the way it does. This is nuts, you guys. This is nuts. Do you get this? Electrostorm is a tennis pavilion still being used. I don't think so, because I think it's a crime scene. You know, it just really wasn't used back then, you know? Okay, so if you guys can find any information on the tennis pavilion while we're here. Like, it was just like a photo op. I saw no tennis there. No tennis. Hi, Debsy. Okay, so we wanted to know. We might as well, here. Jared in the tennis pavilion. Anxiety, nightmare. I feel like that's for like terror attacks. Creating terror in the world for other people. This is Ivanka. The Queen of Wands. I'm the leader. Nope. This is communicating with a different nation. We have Nunez. And the intercepts. The Page of Cups. Running information back and forth. McCarthy. The Star reversed. Trying to reverse targets. There are targets. Putting out targets. Identifying targets and extinguishing them. I need another card for this Page of Cups, Nunes. Oh, I have Pakistan written on here. I wonder if Nunes is talking with Pakistan, you know, Afghanistan. Yep, there you go. Page of Wands, news abroad for ops. Stealing stuff. Setting something up, stealing it, going in and like changing your mind on how this is functioning. Like, yeah, we're supposed to be in Afghanistan defending it, but you know what? We're doing something else with that intelligence. Ugh. So, this is going to Russia. The Tennis Pavilion in the Russia. We're transmitting Six of Swords information over to the Russia. And our FBI intel says 4 of Pentacles reversed. Finding reversed. We're transmitting it to create instability everywhere for Russia, China, and the pavilion. It was an agreement. China sees the pavilion as an agreement. An agreement for what? Full dissidence, interfering, suppression. What is it they're calling it? They're calling it forced repression against like people here in the U.S. and abroad. Targets that speak badly about them. FBI intel have on that. The fast data transfer. The Justice Department has it. Yeah, the Justice Department knows. They're doing this because they think it's their but I feel more like USA Justice. We've got the receipts. The Saudis. Page of Pentacles. Someone with some information. Page of Swords reversed was the only one that got that additional one. That's for ongoing espionage here. There is a spy here that in particular is working with the Saudis. I wonder who that is. What does this Page of Swords do with the Saudis? That Page of Swords here has someone here to attack. To attack someone. There's like this ongoing thing, like this is like a special thing on the side. CIA intel no. That action was taken on that. God, I keep getting Khashoggi in my head. Yeah, something was carried out. Did we carry it out? No, this was carried out. And we have Mar-a-Lago here. How they continue to conspire. Who is Mar-a-Lago conspiring with? Who is Mar-a-Lago conspiring with? The Knight of Wands, people taking action. Is this the FBI? That's usually like FBI. Mar-a-Lago. It's like basically getting orders from China. And the FBI knows someone's getting paid for getting orders from China. Mercenaries. Now, over here, that tennis pavilion, we have the Trumps. Mother Russia for them. CIA, FBI. Well. The Three of Pentacles. They were using Pegasus spyware. Here, through Russia, the GOP. Seven of Swords. This lines up with Devin Nunes. We're going to get this information. We're going to get these intercepts. We're going to change our mind on what exactly we're going to do so we can get away with stuff. And the FBI intel says the devil, that's China. This is their crimes. This is also beholden. They're totally sucked into this whole crime syndicate. They've had to do an about face because they're stuck in there. What's this? We have donors, the Queen of Wands. Ooh, So was Ivanka facilitating stuff with donors through Pootie? Rudy, the lovers, and justice. Where did that just show up? That was lovers. This is Rudy, lovers, and what he was doing. I think the Justice Department's got him. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. This could be intercepts like through ANOM. Wow. That's a lot of information. Again, this was catching up on that tennis pavilion that was built under the Trumps that never really seemed to function for the pure pleasure of tennis, but rather as an installation for something else. And these are the people. This is how it functioned. We've got Jared, Ivanka, Nunes, and McCarthy. We've got Russia, China, the Saudis, what the intel knows, the very foundation of it. I think this is going to go back to NSO spyware. We've got what the Trumps were doing, the GOP, donors, and Rudy. That is crazy. Okay. Let me check in with you guys. How are you doing? Paisley, the doubles are crazy tonight. I know. That's the cards are singing. I'm getting double parallel everything everywhere. Yes, I am not doing personal readings. I need to get out of this eclipse weather. I'm not even going to say it, but I did tweet it. I see some clearing on the air. I have been sunk since. I'm just not even going to talk about. I'm not. T-Bar, hey Queen, before you wrap up, could you look at Linda Foster? He found yesterday that he has prostate cancer. Oy. Okay. What am I looking at specifically? You know, because we are in eclipse season. We have eclipses coming up, so things are about to change radically and a lot. So that's my reservation with that. I thought we got, last time there was news that it wasn't, but then it sounds like it's taken a turn. Is that what happened? It's taken a turn. Look up now. Oh, someone's in timeout. Okay. I will get the pretty deck at the end. Actually, I am wanting an oracle card. I love my oracle card. Oh, God, I'm doing the wrong thing again. Let's get an oracle card. That will make me feel good, because I can't like read on Cancer because of it's so awful horrible, and it triggers me all over the place because of my family's history with Cancer. But I can do an oracle card that would give us the right focus no matter what. Does it sound okay? I'm going to grab a couple of oracle cards. Okay. Mr. Linda. And while we have these out, everyone, now, as we head to this eclipse. Okay. Let's look at these. The Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. How are you guys doing? Hi, I am one. MTG is broke. You better believe it. Okay. Angels and Ancestors. I set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned from this tool will be dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places. So, Mr. Rhonda, does anyone think they're working with China to cause inflation? Absolutely. 100%. Yes, yes, yes. It's been all over the horoscopes. That, inflation, gas prices, and the heinous GOP abortion laws, they all line up. That stuff and the mass events are the retaliation. It's all connected. Okay, good night, Lori T. Okay, I need to sit down. Mr. Linda, what do we need to know? Pick 2. Okay. Okay. Everyone right now, after this full moon, we have another quarter moon. Huh. This is, nope, to the event. I want to peek. Air Guardian. Using this time with all that comes forth right here to reflect. Above, below, all around. I'm telling you, this is not a time for pushing. This is a time for gathering information. As we get to this new moon, things are going to adjust and change shockingly. Mr. Linda got this diagnosis at the end since our last eclipse. Things can change, okay? There's potential for that. We're kind of like in this great big pause. I need my this. Marby Gorma. I love you, Queen. You are so awesome. So are you. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Linda, we have 2 cards. The first one is the Stag. Trust and Thrive. And, because I had the little whisper, pick 2. Spring. See your seeds grow. So let's read this. The Stag. I love, where are you? Here we go. The Stag. Now, and that's true of all of you. If you're having a hard time right now, this is for everyone that's dealing with some debilitating things, okay? Trust and thrive. The message. Come alive and thrive. Stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. The Stag card brings graceful and powerful medicine into your life. Oh, I just got chicken skin. In the Celtic traditions, the stag with his crown of antlers is known as the king of the forest and is a totem that brings protection in challenging times. In Native American traditions, he is greatly loved, for stags and deer have provided food for the people and materials that have allowed them to create medicine. Items such as drums, rattles, and smudge fans. Although the stag has been hunted in the past and still is, he has strength, dignity, and poise when this card arises. It can also represent fertility and sexuality. Interesting. Maybe an opportunity to explore your sexual side with your spiritual integrity supporting you on that journey. Here's the extended message. You have an opportunity to thrive. Trust in all that you have to offer, all your gifts, strength, and power, and make the most of it. You were born to lead, and this can only become reality when you are willing to put yourself in that position. Stag energy allows you to feel safe because the antlers keep away anything that could interfere with your intelligence and presence. And their strength gives you the power to be agile in your thinking. You're being encouraged to retain your dignity and be proud of who you are and all that you've accomplished. This in turn will give you even more power to thrive onwards and upwards. Oh my goodness. That was amazing. Okay, spring. Where's the spring? I have chicken skin all up and down my arms. Okay. Spring. See your seeds grow. Message. Embrace the change that is on the horizon. Allow your dreams to become reality. Spring is an exciting time because it has so much potential. Animals are coming out of hibernation. Flowers are pushing up through the soil, and the days are getting lighter and brighter. The spring card features a wild hare because in Celtic animal medicine, the hare brings intuition and rebirth. Hares are highly fertile beings, and so that medicine can bring dreams to life. Extended message. You are ready to bring to life all of your ideas, inspirations, and projects. When this card appears, you are moving into a space that allows you to really grow, expand, and create in a way you've never done before. There are opportunities for abundance, including financial growth. And if you're starting something new, prepare for a major expansion in your life and soul. When the spring card arrives in the future position of a spread or the last card in reading, it can also indicate that the coming spring will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intentions. I can't think of a better card to have than one of rebirth and renewal, especially after Easter, especially before a new moon solar eclipse. That's amazing. Okay. Now, sending so much love to Mr. Linda. We love you. We're going to hold the note of the stag and the spring for you. I love this idea of the crown of antlers that protect you no matter what. Okay, everybody else, all of us, right now. Look at that. The Stargazer. I need to put the light up here. Look at the Stargazer. Set your sights higher. Are we looking at the wrong stuff? Stargazer. Stargazer. Where's the Stargazer? Oh. Stargazer, Stargazer. Are you in here? Stargazer, Stargazer. Sky. Here we go. Stargazer. Message: go beyond your limitations and believe that the impossible is possible. Thank you, Marie. About, do you ever remember wishing on a star when you were a child and in your innocence believing that your wish could come true? The Stargazer connects with the energy of the cosmos and reminds you that you have the ability to draw in support from the universe. His cloak with its sparkles and light shows that you are closer to the energy of the universe than you think. You don't have to go out looking for it. It's already there. So look beyond where you are and create even bigger dreams, visions, and goals, because with the power and help of the cosmos, those wishes can come true. Extended message: you are on, you're on the verge of a miracle, you guys. We need it. All of your dreams and aspirations are within your grasp, and you are being guided to focus on your vision. The angels who are with you are encouraging you. There is nothing that you cannot have or achieve. There's an opportunity at this time to heal an old wound or pattern of lack and not feeling good enough. In the past, you've often found it impossible to recognize your worth and to believe that you are deserving of blessings. Angel and ancestor wisdom is reminding you that you are an incredible and infinite spark of the universe. And the universe is not only within you, it absolutely adores you. Hathor comes to mind. You're talented, filled with strength, and have the abilities you need to turn your wildest dreams into reality. You guys, that's for all of us right now. We've been gazing at the stars and making our intentions on the verge of a miracle. I love it. How are you guys doing? Okay. Now, as we transition between now and the eclipse, we've got this quarter moon in Capricorn coming up. Things are going to get bumpy, but we're headed into eclipse season. We're like at the end. You know, we got to be patient for a little bit longer. Oh, Earth Mother. Are you guys paying attention? Earth Mother, this is we've got a quarter Capricorn. Isn't she beautiful? Hey, Earth Mother, where are you? Earth Mother, Earth Mother, Earth Mother, Earth Mother. What is, I got it. Here, just a second. Okay. Now, until the eclipse, that knee-jerk response you guys have, the message. Allow yourself to be cherished. Allow yourself to be cherished. How long have we gone without feeling cherished? We got in some bad habits by old POTUS. New POTUS does cherish us. Earth Mother is protecting you with a shield of love and light. Earth Mother is a female counterpart to Sky Father. It's auspicious to receive this card because in the eyes of the heart of Earth Mother, you are her child, and she is highly protective of her baby and will give you everything you need to grow and expand. Earth Mother is only covered by leaves in this card, showing the vulnerability of the earth. Every day she experiences challenges that she has to adapt to and overcome. Her energy, represented by the symbol of the pagan triple goddess, maiden, mother, and crone, behind her can help you adapt as the changes of life come your way. You might have felt overwhelmed or out of control emotionally recently, but you're now moving back to your natural center, and that will bring you to a place of clarity and openness. If you felt ungrounded, know that Earth Mother is here to root you and help you regain your sense of strength. You may not feel like a child, but in the eyes of the divine, you are a child of light, and it's important you know that and feel loved. If you have had challenges with your mother or with being a mother yourself, know that the energies of mother healing are with you to help clear any ancestral blockages that are preventing you from making this sacred love connection. Oh, you're being guided to make choices that are based on love. Okay. We head into the eclipse, being cherished and choices that are based in love. That's amazing. Okay. Our other transition card, the Shaman. Trust in higher forces, absolutely, because there's something weird going on with the media and programming. It's like taking the joy out of everything to get the whataboutism going to such a degree that we lose faith and we're disconnected. It is really, really weird. Where are you, Shaman? Where are you? Where are you? You're so close. Come on. That's where you are. Nope. Is it just... Okay. Oh, there you go. So, the other thing in the coming week, keep in mind, trust in your angels, your guides, and your ancestors. There's a cast of thousands ready and willing to help us all. If you've given your power away, claim it back. Take your power back. On the inner plane, all the shamans of times gone by are helping the human race to understand the complexities of life and the needs of Mother Earth. Oh, look at that. What are the odds? Many are working as spiritual guides to light workers and light warriors. The shaman card brings the energy of your shaman guides to you. Shamans believe that when there was illness or disease, it was because a person's power had been left behind somewhere or a negative pattern had installed itself in them. In trance, they would travel to the underworld to recall this power and remove the demon. If this card comes to you, it's because you need to do some release work with lower energies or with your lack of trust in the spiritual energies that are guiding you. The shaman will aid you in your quest. Yeah, so trust in Mother Earth and clear up and clean up yourself. Maybe that's why my sage wouldn't stop burning tonight. And then, lastly, for our eclipse, oh, lady, I love her. Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. This is what's waiting for us, you guys. Lady, she's awesome. Message. Reap what you've sown and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Grow and expand in all areas of your life. The lady, known as the Empress in the traditional tarot, is a representation of the goddess in her most fertile form. She's so pretty. She is an abundant, bountiful, and creative being. She is closely connected to nature because it is her child. She represents maternal energy and has more than enough love to give all who need nurturing. Yet she is a representation of the goddess Venus too, and yearns for a rich relationship with her counterpart, the Lord. In this card, she holds an apple. Its seeds form a perfect pentagram, which in paganism represents the 5 elements of life. Fertility, growth, and abundance are all imminent when the lady arrives in your life. All the seeds you've planted are coming to life, and there are plenty more rewards to come. In a material sense, this card can represent financial security and comfort. It shows that there will be more than enough to go around. If you're making business deals or setting intentions to create financial growth, this card indicates a considerable amount of monetary success. The lady can also usher in other forms of abundance, opportunities, marriage proposals, and even the birth of a child. She will help you respect nature and connect with its forces in order to have a genuinely supported journey through life. Wow. I feel like we're on the verge of a breakthrough. That's what these cards, I feel like, are showing us. What Mr. Linda has to focus upon, which is awesome advice for all of us. But we are coming to fruition of some things. We have to be cherished. We've got to clean up some garbage in our energies. And there's an abundance waiting for us. We're so close, you guys. Be patient. Let's be patient. We're going to get there. Like I said, I'm chilling out till we get to this eclipse period because I know this is going to be extremely, extremely active. And the energies are such that we can't do a whole lot until we get to this point anyway. Okay? So, I am going to end it here. I think this is ending on a perfect note for now. I hope to be back sooner than later. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, wonderful moderators, as always. And thank you so much for your generous donations. They're always appreciated. You guys have a great week. Things are going the way they're going. Have faith, trust, And there's a lot of things that we can't see, so we're just going to be getting mounds of speculation again and mounds of distractions from what we really need to know. Okay? Oh, thank you, Electra. Breakthrough of information coming through. Yeah, Lonnie. Paisley, thank you. Stay safe, everyone. Yes. Good night, Nancy Lee. Debsy, buckle up. You are right. There's going to be a flood of information coming out. Thank you so much. Permaculture. Dr. Nancy. Diane, love everyone. We're strong. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you, Holly Coleman. T-Barb. Bye, you guys. Thank you, Sheila. Have a good night. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Love you, Diane. Thank you. Queen, give that hubby Chasing Kitty some love from me. She's so awesome. Okay. Thank you, Marie. Bye. Good night.